Hey everybody, how's it going? So we got a really sweet update for you this month. I'm pretty excited. There's two major features that I did, and they're pretty sweet. So the first one is I created a bot. So a bot is basically just like a conversation thing that you can ask questions and it'll do stuff. Right now it only does two things. It'll tell you the release date of a game, and it'll tell you the release date of the next game in a franchise. There's going to be more that I'll add later, but for now, this is pretty sweet. So you can ask questions like, when does Resident Evil 7 come out? And then it'll answer you after a little bit. Resident Evil 7 comes out in 7 weeks. Sweet. How about, when does the next Mario game come out? And it should say Super Mario Switch or Mario Switch. Yeah, there it is. Comes out in 55 weeks in 2017. So that's pretty cool. Now, you see me typing in a web chat, but I'm also going to hook this up to Skype, SMS, so you can text it. So, when you get notifications from Keep Track of My Games via text, you can just reply and say, hey, when does blah, blah, blah come out? And then I'm going to add it to Facebook Messenger. So you can, if you're on Facebook, you can interact with it that way. And like I said, it's going to do a lot of really sweet stuff later on. Like you can tell it, add a game to my list, or start tracking a game, or tell me when blah, 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 all sorts of sweet stuff. So that's the first really big feature, and I'm super excited for it. The next major feature, you can see here on the left side, some new statuses. So I've split up the old playing and played into some more sub-statuses. So now the playing status becomes active and paused, so games that I'm actively playing, and then games that I started but I haven't finished yet. And then for played, you can do games that you've beaten, so you've beaten it, but if you've completed it 100%, then you can mark that. And if you've quote-unquote mastered it, whatever that means, you can mark games like that. So let's say that you beat a game 100%, but not only that, you did all the achievements. That might be a game that you mastered, or you're just so bomb-ass at one game that you want to make sure people know about that. The other cool thing you can do is show off those statuses. So here you can see you can sort by status, and what it'll do is it'll put mastered and then completed and then beaten in that order, so you can show off those games. And you can kind of see that they have really cool styles too. So I'll be adding later like animations and stuff, like when you add a game to one of these lists or something like that, just to make it like super cool, because you should be like really proud if you have games in these lists, right? So you kind of want to like show them off or whatever. The other really cool thing we added was the ability to do a not filter, which means you could, for example, you could say, I don't want to see games that are not set, right? So I want to show all games that have a status, and then you kind of see that the not set bar goes away, and I only see games where I have a status set. So we added the not filter, which is kind of cool. The other thing we added was the ability to sort by oldest release date. So before you could only sort by like the latest release date, but now you can actually sort by the oldest release date. So if you want to go through your collection, seeing what are your oldest games and that kind of thing, you can do that, which is pretty sweet. The only other thing that I can't show you, but you might notice it when there are new announcements. What it used to do is, first of all, the images were broken, so the images didn't work, and now they do. I fixed that. But the other thing was it would only show you the latest update, and now it'll actually show you all the updates that you missed, and you can just kind of page through them real quick. So we did that. So that's the update for November, which is pretty sweet, right? So in December and January, what I plan to do is work on reviews, probably. And the other thing I want to do is make the user interface faster. So the last update that I did, I switched the backend infrastructure. So I have my own server, and it's way, way faster now. Like this video is actually on the beta environment, or the testing environment. So it's running on the server, and that's how fast it is. So you guys probably noticed that the site is way faster now, but I want to make the user interface even more faster. So that's kind of a big update. So we'll see if I finish it in January. Like I said, the baby is due in February, so after the baby comes, it's going to be harder to do updates. It's going to be exciting, but I'm also going to have less time, so I want to make sure that I get some of the big hitters done. Some of the minor stuff, like being able to hide games or excluding wishlist games from your stats, I also want to do, because those should be pretty easy. So I want to kind of roll that out. Yeah, so thanks again, everybody, for your support. You guys are awesome. So keep telling your friends, keep having people sign up. We're going to keep making the site better. I don't do any marketing for this, so it's all just word of mouth. So it's all up to you guys. If you like the site, tell your friends, get your friends to sign up. So just really, really appreciate it. So I hope you guys like the new update, and we will see you later.